What's up, curvy girls all over the world? It is your girl, Elisa from StylishCurves.com. And today I'm back with a new video, and I'm very excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tried and true tips on what to wear and what to buy if you have a belly. So if you are interested in checking out today's video, you already know what to do, and that is to keep on watching and get started. But before we do, I always got to throw in a little disclaimer. Y'all be thinking I don't need to, but you'll be surprised once I have to delete comments. But of course, you can wear whatever you want, whichever way you want. You don't have to wear things to, try to flatter your body or to hide anything. You can wear whatever you want, okay? So this video is just for people who are looking for, some tips and tricks on how to dress their belly. I have definitely been a part of the Big Belly Committee and still am. And so I just wanted to share some, shopping tips with you guys and, outfit tips on, what to wear if you have a belly. So if you're not interested in that, I'm going to give you some time to exit out of the video. And if you just want to support me and still watch the video, even if you're not, if you're like, I don't care nothing about flattering or anything, then just go ahead and take what works for you and leave what doesn't. And now let's get started with the video. One of the reasons I like doing these type of videos is because I want people to know that you can look good at any size. You can look good at any shape. I feel like when it comes to apple shapes or anybody with a belly, they feel like they're so hindered from wearing things that they want. And I have always just been a firm believer that you can wear anything that you want as long as you find like how to make it work for you. So let's kick things off with bottoms. So when it comes to bottoms, I'm a huge fan, as you guys already know, of wide leg pants or wide leg jeans, and also straight leg pants or straight leg jeans. I find those two to be very complimentary to people who do have a bigger belly. And one of the number one reasons why is because straight leg and wide leg pants elongate your legs, and they also pull away from your tummy. So that's also just a number one tip. If you are trying to, let's say, flatter a bigger belly, or you're trying to, hide it, if that's what you're choosing to do, you always want things that pull away from it. And then you also want to look for things that are mid-rise or high-waisted. And when it comes to pants and jeans, also don't be afraid to size up. Sometimes you have to size up and maybe get things taken in. And also, don't be afraid of prints. I love this leopard print wide leg pant that this particular influencer is wearing. And as you can see, it definitely flatters her midsection. It almost pretty much camouflages it. So do not be afraid of, I would say, small to medium prints if you're going to do that on the bottom. And then also looking at these particular outfits, you notice the pants and the jeans are wide leg and a little bit more loose, but everybody went fitted on the top. So in one of my previous videos on how to dress an apple shape, I talk about creating balance with your outfits when you have a midsection. So next up for bottoms, let's talk about skirts. So when it comes to skirts, some of the most complimentary skirts for a bigger belly are wrap skirts, A-line skirts, and also flowy pleated skirts. You can always play around with the style of skirt. So what I love about a pleated skirt, especially one that's flowy, is that it drapes over your midsection. And being that they drape over the midsection, it can make your midsection look less voluminous than what it really is. So wrap skirts are a great way to trick the eye when it comes to having a belly, because it's basically kind of cutting the midsection in a diagonal way. A-line skirts are also a really nice option for a bigger belly because the A-line skirt is going to pull away. So it's not necessarily draping over it, but it's going to pull away, hence the A-line. The skirts I mentioned are not like the only skirts that you can wear. However, you can also do a pencil skirt. You can do fitted skirts. I do them all the time. I just wanted to share with you some pants and skirts that really complement a belly. So now let's talk about dresses. What type of dresses that you should be shopping for or wearing when you have a bigger tummy? So one of the number one dresses everyone knows is the wrap dress. I know, it's like groundbreaking. Florals for spring. but it's just true. Wrap dresses are a really nice complementary option for a bigger belly. But wrap dresses aren't, they don't have to be boring. You can find some really cool printed wrap dresses, amazing colors. And one of my favorite dresses to wear as a big belly girl is a fit and flare dress. You can never go wrong with fit and flare. I also think that a fit and flare dress is universally flattering for any shape, any size. So the fit and flare dress is exactly how it sounds. It's fitted at the top. They pull away from your midsection. So you get kind of just more of like a curvier silhouette. Another one of my favorite dresses is a smock dress. I feel like we don't talk about the smock dress enough, but I love a nice flowy smock dress, and they can come in so many different styles. You can get some that are belted. I actually recently just tried on one in H&M. If you watch my H&M in store video I recently posted, but you can check that out later. Yeah, I tried on a smock dress. It came with a nice little small belt, a little slim belt, and it just flared away from my midsection. And that's what I like about smock dresses as well, because they just give like a overall kind of relaxed fit to your entire body. So it's nothing that's like really clingy. It's just loose. Also, look for dresses that have ruching or any type of draping around the midsection, or even on the sides as well. Also, with ruching and draping, it can definitely slim your waistline. So it can make you look like you have more of a curvaceous midsection. And also with ruching, it can serve as camouflage. So it may be if you have cellulite and you don't want it exposed or anything like that, the ruching can definitely help with that and trick the eye. So I do find dresses like that to be really nice. And then also, again, it's all about the style of dress that you're looking for when it comes to these type of tips. So for a ruche dress, you can look for something that has like maybe a thigh high split, but it's ruching around your midsection. So these aren't things to make you look like covered up or hide you, but you can look for certain styles of dresses that have details to play up your other body parts. So deep V-necks, knee-high, thigh-high splits, you can do minis and have a ruche dress that's maybe like a mini ruche dress. So you can play around with things. You do not have to look like, you don't have to look frumpy. Another one of my favorite dresses to buy when it comes to dressing a bigger belly is shirt dresses. Y'all, shirt dresses are our friends. I love a good shirt dress, and obviously if you've been following me for any amount of time, you see that I've had quite a few. Shirt dresses, girls with a belly, we eat those up. We eat those up. And the way you style it, you can do, if you do like an oversized one, because I have a few oversized shirt dresses, you can do a crossbody bag with it to kind of create some interest and kind of cut up the midsection. You can also find fitted ones, belted ones. And I always say, if you want to do a shirt dress that is a little fitted, don't be afraid, again, to size up if you need that extra room around your midsection. But definitely shirt dresses. And then when it comes to tops, so you want to look for tops that, for me, I find that looking for tops that have really cool details, or tops that have maybe kind of like a relaxed boyfriend style fit, or even tops that are fitted but they have some interesting details to it. I like a two-for top, especially now that the weather is a little bit more cold. I love a top that is kind of fitted but it has like a drape around my midsection. So I call them two-for tops, and I have a couple of them, and I find them to be not only flattering but comfortable, and again, they're drapey, they're flowing over my, midsection. I also love a good off the shoulder or, one shoulder top that might have some ruching in the midsection. And then of course, wrap tops are also very complimentary to a larger midsection. And then also, as a girl with a big tummy, one of my favorite things to buy when it comes to sweaters is like a long line cardigan. Something that hits like midi length or mid thigh, really, and it's just nice and long, because what it does is elongate the body. It's just going straight up and down. You can get you a little fitted top under it to tuck in, and that with like high-waisted jeans or maybe a pair of mid-rise or high-waisted trousers, that is definitely going to complement a bigger belly. So definitely look for cardigans like that. And an oversized, relaxed button front shirt. So there's so many different ways that you can play around with tops. And again, the tops do not have to be boring. They do not have to cover you all up. Once again, look for things that have interesting details. Off the shoulder, one shoulder, halter neck. You just want tops that flare away or flow over the midsection. And then also another one of my favorite type of tops to get is a tie neck blouse. I'm such a fan of tie neck blouses because I feel like it draws the attention upwards. So it's drawing the attention away from your bigger middle to your neck, and they're just so classy and chic to me. Just because you have a bigger stomach, once again, it does not mean you are limited. I told you guys, and I'm saying it again, it's all about working with what you have, and that's just something I personally learned over the years. You also want to look for fabrics like jersey knits. Jersey knits are perfect for giving you that kind of stretch, but not too clingy. Of course, cotton is a great fabric, and also cashmere. Some of my favorite sweaters from Quince are like cashmere sweaters, and I find them to be lightweight and not bulky, and so they don't add anything to my midsection. It really just kind of skims over my midsection. So yeah, don't be afraid to play around with different styles and silhouettes when you have a bigger tummy. Well, all right, guys, that is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit me with a thumbs up. Also, share this video. And as always, I will have links in the description box for any clothing that I showed you throughout the video that is available for you. If you watch 2 or more of my videos, just go ahead and join the family. Hit that subscribe button down below along with the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you guys want to keep up with me, you want to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, or what I'm wearing throughout the week, make sure you guys are following Stylish Curves on Instagram. For more plus size style, fashion, and beauty, make sure you check out the blog, stylishcurves.com. As always, I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!